Hello and welcome to Rage Across the Internet presents Wherever Gaia Takes Us, a War with the Apocalypse Let's Play. Starring
Daniel Tyson as Ricochet.
CJ as Night Fang.
Melissa as Hippolytus Shadow.
Tommy Dixon as Walks with Anubis.
And I'm your storyteller, Porter. A lot of you step inside and make your way around the kitchen table. Bodhi, who looks like he probably just woke up from a nap, makes his way over, as does Mia. Farfor sits at the head of the table, dumping out an ashtray. He leans back. Dave produces a small stack of papers, slamming them on the table. So, what do we know? This place is fucked up. That's what we know.
You ain't kidding, Bodhi.
You have no idea, friends. So here it is. Willow's Pass. Population 10,320, give or take the damage we've done. Home to a Wendy's test kitchen. Avalon Tours has a similar setup here. It's like the whole island's an experiment. Anyway, beyond that, we've got the meat packing plant and distribution center. There's also a place that makes that canned spray cheese shit. So that's probably made of Banes and orphan bones. And lastly, there used to be a couple coal mines around here, but those dried up decades ago. As we know, they do the whole tourist season, child's camp, combined with the cabins that we're currently residing in. Renting out vacation homes and sending those kids over across for the camp. It's kind of ingenious, really. Mom and dad get to do the whole family vacation thing and then pawn the kids off for a week while they go and bone in the rented cabin.
So we can probably assume that tourism is this place's number one source of revenue?
You would think so, financially. But it looks like the industrial, the South End, is really the bread and butter. The camp looks good on brochures.
Sure.
Police force is 3 actual people.
Which is crazy to think about. 10,000 for a population?
Well, here's the real fucked up thing. The crime rate is allegedly non-existent.
Bullshit.
Exactly. Seeing as we've been responsible for a handful of murders our own selves, I think it's safe to say, right?
I keep looking over at 4-4 just to gauge his reactions.
Yeah, he's nodding, taking it all in. So, what's going on with this this whole murder thing, man? That you guys were working on?
Still not 100% sure.
I mean, what we do know for sure, there's this whole little horror society club thing that has apparently been turning some people into, gorehounds? We've taken out 3 so far.
That's on top of the one from when we first met?
That's number 1. We just took out 2 and 3 before we ran into y'all 2. Pointed to Bodhi and Mia. And when we went to go investigate, just to make sure we got everything, with number 2 and 3, there was a cleanup crew.
A cleanup crew? Elaborate.
Yeah. White vans, people with assault weapons, and going in and out of the house with garbage bags, wiping down railings, that sort of thing. Oh, and 2 funky green vans. A lot of pattern spiders in the umbra around those.
Like the Mystery Machine?
One could only be so lucky, huh? But I doubt it.
Well, I mean, you're a bone gnawer, right? So we got a talking dog.
I'm just going to glance over at him. Give a little side eye, but a little chuckle at the same time.
Bodhi gives you the
fingers to the
bull,
eyes.
Bull, get the horns gesture.
Well, I guess you'd probably still say the same thing if Carter was here, huh?
Yeah, speaking of, should we be worried about that yet? Nah, he will be back soon enough.
Where'd he go?
Katia is checking out the local paper. He's, curious what is and is not making print. Yeah, I feel like he should be back yet, but... Anyway, the townies are pretty strange. I mean, it's one thing to suppress stuff for the tourists, right? But we're not even talking amongst themselves. Have you seen that building you guys blew up? They're already rebuilding it, and nobody's talking about it.
That's weird.
Did that make the paper?
Absolutely no. Farfor picks up a paper on the table and kind of throws it back down. You have noticed, the townies seem pretty vanilla about all the goings-on. The levels of bullshit in the local news. Do you know that Lucinda's attack has just been accepted as an accident? She almost gets cut in half, and according to the town, she fell down some stairs.
You'd think... These are major incidences, and not even the fucking Wendy's.
Hence Carter's on assignment.
I mean, we already have a good idea that, the mayor and his family are involved, so it could be something from the top down, since, his son was part of the whole Scrag incident.
We haven't heard or seen anything about him. You'd think, even if he went missing, this town would know about that.
Perhaps it is being suppressed. Perhaps he is not missing.
I think it's a little bit of both on that one.
Speaking of, Katia and I, we went along on the latest vigil, but something's amiss. It's like the people are just going through the motions. The families of the missing kids aren't even going out anymore. Nobody seems to be looking. It's just something they're supposed to do. I mean, humans lose interest, but the last girl, it's only been, a couple of weeks?
So no more vigils either, huh?
I mean, do you think it's one of those things of, they've just, so much weird stuff's been going on, they just kind of stopped caring?
I suppose anything is possible. The general sense of ennui, but... once is happenstance, twice coincidence. But why enemy action, no?
I think you're way past 3, 4 even.
Yeah, situation's a real menage. And can we just, for a second, what the hell was that with the cedars?
Yeah, that is probably something we should figure out and explain.
Flat out, guys. Bodhi and I were hunting them down, trying to clear out the little nest we found, and it was going okay, I guess, and then they just stopped, disengaged, and started running to, apparently, KT.
I figured y'all were just chasing them because they were running away from y'all to begin with, but...
Yeah, it was like someone rang the dinner bell, dude. We were straight up in the middle of carving them in half, and then they just turned and ran directly for her. That can't be a coincidence, right?
No.
Yeah, that's too weird even for the wild.
So she's attracting them. But how?
Well, also, there's the whole fact of she turned them into butterflies.
Oh, was that strange? I just thought that was a thing redheads do in the forest. Jesus.
She happened to mutter or mumble anything when you guys brought her back? Or she just passed the fuck out?
No, she was out. Still is. At least Mia gets up and walks out of the room.
Yeah, I'm gonna lean back and kind of lean my head that way. Just out of curiosity.
It's about a minute later. She comes back. Yeah, she's still out.
Okay.
If the Cedars are attracted to her, she's safe here? Or are we not safe?
I mean, she's got this many guards, like, pointing to everybody in a circular motion, just, all in the same building. I'm pretty sure she's safe. We're as safe as she's gonna be.
And us? Bodhi, you said you found a nest.
Yeah, 7 of them. Counting the ones that, I guess, flew the coop.
So you took out 3. The other 4 started running to her. You took out 2. KT the other 2. Just putting my timeline together, man.
I would like to hear more about this cleanup crew.
Oof.
Looked like an army. They had automatic rifles, 2 vans, but then 2 were clearly painted so that they could be hidden. They were like a forest green color that we almost missed them. There was about 15 people, all sort of doing the same thing. They were a definite cleanup crew.
And the police?
No police.
None.
No police tape, nothing.
Not even sirens. Like, that was not a clean scene to begin with. Like, that was messy even for us. No cops.
And how long between your exit and their arrival?
It had to be within minutes.
Yeah, however long it took us to get to KT and back.
They knew before we did.
And that means that they were already under surveillance.
Probably.
This is a problem.
Big. Before getting out of there, the last thing I saw, kind of like a town car. Maybe someone a little bit more important. Checking on progress. Not 100% sure, but felt like whoever was in that was a little higher up on the food chain, if you know what I mean.
What else do we know? Well, the sheriff, that's Mike Hogue, he's a vet, did a tour in Nam. It's our understanding he was also enthralled to the first batch of cedars, at least what we think was the first batch, right? You guys caught him.
Yeah, we caught him hanging up a body for it.
Yeah.
Well, there's also Deputy Rachel Jackson and Doug Churchill, who are having a thing on the side, which they think is a secret. Doug's got some gambling debts, but other than that, they seem pretty clean.
I wouldn't be too sure. You said there was only 3 as far as law enforcement, right? If one is, why wouldn't the other 2 be?
If one's what?
Not clean.
I mean, sheriff was enthralled. We won't know about the other 2, but...
Unless they're so caught up in their little secret, they don't even notice that their boss is doing his own thing on the side.
Yeah, I'm telling you that they don't know. I've been doing the research. He holds up the papers.
14-year-old trying to piece this shit together, man. He's seen enough cop movies.
Look, man, I'm not giving you shit.
I know.
Fucking Dave's giving Ricochet shit because he's done this, sir.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell me what to do when you grow hair on your balls, sir.
14, it started happening. Probably started to grow a mustache by now.
I am a real man. Shame on both of you for not doing that, but...
Yep.
Sorry. Anyway. Jump to the end of the page. What do we know about that girl? Dave smiles. Alright, boss. Not a whole lot. Catherine Tiffany Nash. Waitress over at Dave's Tavern. The editor-in-chief of a unauthorized newspaper, a zine. Circulation 16 readers. Small staff, just local kids mostly playing reporter. Her parents died when she was 8, was raised by her aunt. It was a car accident. She was injured in it, but walking and talking today. Yeah, 22 years old, vegetarian, and apparently has superpowers. I gotta tell you, there's nothing remarkable about this girl, other than her ability to get into trouble and turn things into butterflies.
Her curiosity gets the best of her. And has every fucking time.
Now, by the sound of it, it's gotten the best of you.
That too, I just didn't want to admit it out loud. But it's pretty fucking obvious at this point.
So where does this leave us?
We have a threat assessment from anybody else on KT. Anyone else think of her as a threat? And I'll look around the entire table.
I have to say I am not threatened by the little girl.
She trusts us. She understands we're there to help. We're there to protect.
Just her own curiosity gets the better of her, as we've seen multiple times now. But you've got a bunch of town people who don't seem to care about the weird shit going on in their town. I mean, have you all seen anything like this before?
I've seen a lot of shit. This is a bit of an oddity. Jesus, maybe there's something in the water. Actually, maybe there is something in the water.
It's not the first time I thought of that. This is an island, right? You're surrounded by it.
Yeah, like we got Gorgons popping out of the works, which that's not something that normally happens from what I've heard.
Yeah, I've never seen so many of those.
Everything is happening. What's connected? What's connecting all of them? Are they all even connected? Or is this just one giant fucking island of bad luck?
Well, so far we know he's the people brought here for a reason. These dreams being handed out, we are here. And speaking of, when is the last time anyone saw a fucking falling leaf?
It's been a while.
I think we interrupted him meditating, and that was the last I've seen of him.
He's been a couple of days, at least for me. This island's big, but it's not that big.
Cassie, didn't you and Dante have a general idea where he went?
Yeah, we traced him to a part of the island to the south side.
Anybody else been down that direction yet? Anything crazy going on down there?
Farfor shakes his head now. Perhaps it is time we start looking. I mean, he's a big boy, but yeah, maybe.
And he might have a different take on all this.
If there was nothing going on down on that south side, don't you think he'd be back by now?
I think he does not answer to us.
You are correct, but it doesn't mean I am not concerned.
There may be cause to be. Seemingly out of nowhere, a pigeon flies to and through the back door, landing at the center of the table with a defiant coo. The purples and greens of its feathers are extremely vibrant, and the grays seem to shift in gradient as if a dark sky rolling inside the spirit. It's one of Dodger's. He's got a thing for pigeons.
He's got to get a message across, whatever he's got to do, right?
The spirit seems to strut, kicking up its feet a couple times, looking at all of you. Dave grins. What is it, boy? Is it Timmy? Is he in the well? The pigeon will offers a series of annoyed coos. It starts flapping its wings angrily, scuffing its feet on the table. It begins to take off. A couple circles around the dining room table, waiting for people to get off their ass, apparently. All right.
We follow it.
Yeah. We're making jokes, but if Dodger sent this, it's important.
Should someone stay with KT?
Mia, Bodhi, and I will stay here, just in case. You have this, Dave? Yeah. 4 of us will be fine.
Then why are we waiting around here?
Yep. Shake my head. Agreement. Stand up.
Standing up.
The 4 of you exit the cabin. The pigeon making its way, taking you south by maybe southwest. It doesn't seem overly concerned about slowing down for you, which is a little bit of a problem in the immediate future as you are on 2 legs.
And so you hit the woods proper, probably good to jump down to Lupus.
Mm-hmm.
All right, the 3 of you shift forms without having to spend rage or roll.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Is Dave doing the same? Is Cheddar doing the same?
Cheesy Dave is, in fact, shifting to Lupus.
Yep.
The pigeon is flying downtown and then goes through southwest. You find yourselves on the outskirts of the West End, near the park where Lucinda was attacked, where KT first got the drop on you, pitting you into a series of events in the first place. You find your way near that hidden campsite where you all witnessed the murder of the high school boy, where the corpses of the Scraggs who shouldn't have been there had been...
Vegetation?
Yeah, by the corpses of the Scraggs that shouldn't have been in the first place. Still, the spirit continues its trajectory, swooping down into the tree line only to disappear into the distance. Unfortunately, you find yourselves caught. There's an old broken picket fence before you. It's barely a 5-foot section, only going knee-high. And while it's nowhere near enough to hinder, thankfully it was enough to give Dave pause. He shifts to Hamid, taking a look. The fence is easily 20 years old, barely a remnant of what it was, but clearly still serves its purpose, which is to warn of the sudden, precariously long drop before you. It's easily a 100-foot drop into the clearing below. While the trees continue off into the distance in the direction the spirit flew, directly below you, all you see is light shrubbery and some slight overgrowth. Let's get some perception rolls.
Okay.
Standard diff.
Okay.
Four.
3.
3.
All right. There's absolutely no good way down. The fact of the matter is, once upon a time, that fence probably saved some lives. And now, really, just for the remnant of it, probably saved one of you from mistakenly going over the edge. It's odd the way the land cuts, but again, climbing down isn't an option. It seems, as you look down into the area below you, that you might be able to go around to the south. that the land is inclining slowly, probably passable. Remind me, anyone have more than 3 successes?
I did.
Thank
I had
you.
one.
All
One
right.
more.
You're looking down, your eyes relax a bit, and you swear you see what looks like the remains of an old dirt road down there.
Looking out over the edge of the cliff. Well, that would have been unfortunate.
Shift up to Hamid. Kind of try and get everyone's attention and point down to the dirt road. If I'm the only one who saw it.
Probably from the mines back when.
You think that would be directly underneath us?
Well, the hell took the road before?
I don't know, like secret cult gathering spots. But probably worth going down and investigating, since that's the direction the pigeon went. Or at least it's in that way.
Yeah, that shit can wait. Dave points out to the distance. That is where the bird was heading. I mean, we'll have to pass it, but honestly, first things first. He wouldn't have sent the spirit if this wasn't important.
No, I agree, but at least now we got a mark.
So head around south, see if we can find a point where it starts getting lower or more climbable.
Yeah. We're going down. We got to get there safe.
Is there any overpasses that we can see? Sort of like, walkways, sort of like for either pedestrian foot traffic?
There doesn't appear to be. But if you refer to the map, I mean, you can clearly see it on the west end of the island. That change in elevation. Where you got the dark spots there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, that's where you are. I would go so far as to... It kind of looks like a little face. There's a little nose. I'd go so far to say you are on the nose. Great.
Interesting.
So, I don't know if I answered that question well. No, you don't see anything. You get the impression with its proximity to the industrial district, this isn't somewhere that people tend to go.
Probably not very well known.
Yeah. Let's start heading that south way, follow the lip. We'll eventually find a point where it probably goes down.
All right. Double check on forms.
I was in Lupus. I shifted up to Hamid to kind of just point to the dirt road.
Yep.
I'm in Lupus.
Yes, still in Lupus.
Okay. Dave shifts back to Lupus.
If he is, I am too then.
Yeah. And you start moving your way, south and around.
Kind of taking it a little slower this time. Maybe not full out sprint.
No, that's fair. The ground is a little unstable, or unstable, janky, but it's reasonably safe. Like I said, you see the change in elevation. You certainly don't want to fall down that shit. You're not going to make that jump. This ain't some Dukes and Hazzard time, but as long as you're making your way as you are fine. The wind does shift, however, and you notice something rather peculiar. You could smell exhaust and manure.
Any way we can get a particular read on which direction it's coming from?
Well, the wind shifted, so yeah. It's headed the way you should be going. It's blowing to the east, so you are right downwind.
So we're heading right to it.
You are.
So, some kind of vehicle and something that smells like manure. Maybe we're coming up on a farm or something. Anybody else got ideas?
No, it sounds about right.
Maybe a factory?
Yeah, but manure?
Yeah, people buy manure.
Yeah, that's just like cow shit, right?
Yeah, people buy manure. It's great for gardens.
Right, but why would a factory have it?
They sell it.
Dave cocks his head to the side. Meat, Ricochet. Beef.
So,
I mean, this doesn't look like a place I'd send a herd out to graze, but...
That could make sense.
I get it. Yeah, no, I get it. This is not the area for that.
It's like maybe a slaughterhouse then?
This far out from industrial, though.
There's weirder shit on this island.
Ain't that the truth? Fuck it. Let's keep moving.
Yeah.
As we're going, just gonna keep my eye out for any, like, hints of civilization, be it, like, another fence, or, like, if the path seems to start becoming more, like, an actual path versus just walking in the woods.
Alright, give me, just for me, give me another percept roll.
Okay.
All of us, just CJ.
Oh, I mean, you can, too, if you want to perceive shit.
3 successes.
I'm going for smell.
Alright. Awful, but
5
it's hot
successes.
out. Nice
5
roll.
successes. Yeah, I'm still in lupus, that's why.
Oh.
5.
Did you factor in your form, CJ, or was your roll just terrible?
There was a 1 in there. It would have been 4.
Okay. It wasn't really terrible, but, you know, next to these two fucking all-stars.
Well, that's why I went sent. So I got the
I'm
extra.
only rolling 5 dice.
I couldn't sacrifice a goat this time. It had to be a chicken.
Maybe should have been a cow. Okay. You have made your way down, obviously, and you are in the area of that clearing. And a few things to you immediately realize is it is a cow. It is cow manure. You smell cow. You are getting closer to these scents.
Mm-hmm.
They're moving.
The scents are moving?
Yes.
Okay.
But you're gaining. And the other thing is that old, you know, well-worn path is maybe not as old or not as unused as you initially thought. It goes further on. And you can see now into the tree line that there seems to be room, that maybe there's a path through these woods for vehicles.
I look down at him, the path. Fresh tracks?
No, it's a little obvious. I mean, I'm kind of getting cute here, but let's be clear. So maybe we don't have to fucking read between the lines. Yeah. No, there are vehicles that have driven on this path in like the last 10 minutes.
Yeah. You should probably stick to the tree line. Especially if we're gaining on these things.
Yeah, Dave makes off to one of the sides of the path and begins following the path specifically.
Following Cheesy Dave.
Yep.
He picks up the pace a little bit, feeling a bit safer out of the... you, of course, follow suit.
Yeah, not closer to the edge of death anymore.
You still going roughly in the direction of the pigeon?
Roughly.
Okay.
It's fair to assume that he's kept the ultimate destination of the thing in mind. I mean, it's long the fuck gone, but...
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you move on, you actually get some eyes on 3 white vans driving down the path. Dave slows down aggressively in order to give them a wider berth.
Just plain nondescript white vans?
Very similar to the ones you saw earlier.
That was going to be the next question. Those are pretty close to what we saw at the cleanup site, Dave.
Obviously, these aren't hard to track.
Mm-hmm.
So Dave slows down exponentially. You know, almost a brisk walk at this point. Have a feeling they'll find a bunch of wolves following the van's a little suspicious.
seeing him back up, I'm backing up too. He's kind of he's taking point, and I'm just doing anything he's doing.
All right. Well, in that case, if that's the same with everybody.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. As you continue on, you see that you've definitely given them enough time. The vans have stopped, and again, you see about 15 people in hazmat suits. They're starting to mill about the area. It's 3 vans, the third of which has a trailer of some sort. Most of them seem to be carrying machetes. However, there's a smattering with automatic weapons and what looks to be flamethrowers. Perception alertness, folks. I make you guys roll that a lot.
Yeah. You have since I started.
Yeah, I'm not sorry.
It's fine.
There's a lot of stuff to see.
Right?
3.
5. with
5?
2 tens.
So
Yeah.
2 5s and a 3.
Well, you got to say it out loud.
Yeah, right.
I have 2 10s, an 8, a 7, and a 6.
Hey, 2 tens club.
And 3 for me.
All right. Well, this will be good then. You guys see a lot of shit. Dave holds his position, crouching down, taking stock. You see that again, that most men seem to be carrying machetes. Many of them with automatic weapons or flamethrowers, of all things. The trailer had held 2 cows, which are being herded slowly. 2 men per cow. One moves, one group, the two men and cow, heading to the north. The other, it's Mel.
She's laughing at 2 men and a cow.
Yeah, one group heads away from you, more to the northwest. The other directly west, so not quite your way, running across your path. You note that they make a point to keep the cow in front of them. The men went on each side of the cow, trying to, corral it. But they're walking said cows through the woods.
They're definitely dressed differently than at the cleanup site, that's for sure. Think they might be, feeding something?
This is fucking weird.
Yeah. There's no reason cows should be in the middle of these woods. There's nothing for them to graze on here.
I mean, also, the flamethrowers, machetes, and assault rifles kind of add to the weirdness of why they're here.
Well, not to mention the hazmat suits.
Something's wrong.
A figure comes out of one of the vans from the passenger side. Short, maybe 5.5 foot tall, with greasy dark hair. He wears a blue pinstripe suit, a pair of sunglasses resting at the top of his nose. He stands sort of in the middle of this whole scene, arms folded, carefully watching as the men in hazmat suits do whatever the hell it is that they're doing.
Do you think that guy's in charge?
The only one in a suit.
Yeah?
But why isn't he in a hazmat suit if the rest of them are?
Probably not normal then.
The cow closest to you cries out. Suddenly, you see what looks like roots or vines shooting out from the ground, literally out of nowhere. They strike with frightening speed and entangle the cow, which instantly falls to the ground. One of the men freezes instantly. The other starts to run, only to also be attacked by vines. He too collapses. The man left standing takes a slow step backward and then moves to stand on a nearby log. Now off the ground, he takes a few more steps closer and pulls his machete. Over here! He signals to the others. The man in the suit nods, and more men run that way.
What the fuck?
The man in the log begins hacking at the vines, trying to free his companion. Is the ones that show up, that run to assist, ignite their flamethrowers, and start lighting the woods ablaze. You can hear a pained hiss echoing somewhere through the trees. Oh, you can't quite pinpoint where.
I'm almost willing to bet money Dodger called people here for whatever this is.
I'm going to pay particular attention to the man in the striped suit. Just trying to watch his reactions before anybody else.
He doesn't appear to have any. Simply watching. Again, eyes hidden behind the sunglasses. And seemingly un-the-fuck-phased.
So, idea for the group. Is he still, like, with the majority of the people, or have, like, the majority of the hazmat guys run to go help?
A few of the hazmat guys have run to go help. Again, we're looking at about 15 people plus him.
Okay, because I did have the idea of if we could get a hold of that guy, I have a feeling he can answer a lot of questions.
I mean, that might still be true.
Yeah. So, just looking to my pack and Dave, do we want to do something about this, or should we keep focusing on finding Dodger?
I think this is just like the dirt road, right? We know it's here, but that pigeon's important. Dodger sent us. Or is this what we're here for? What do you think, Cheddar?
I'm not sure. Over here! The team with the cow further north. You could hear them scream. They're signaling. And a man comes running back closer to the man in the suit. Thankfully, y'all are on Lupus.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Because you wouldn't be hearing any of that shit otherwise. We found something. We've got a problem. It's a kid and a dog.
I think there's our answer.
No, you dipshit. Someone's walking his dog out here, that's a wolf. It's them. It's bad enough they lay this fucking trap and they get caught in it. That's fucking hilarious. You bring them back, we put them in the van. I could use a promotion. Think I'll buy myself a boat. Yes, sir. The man takes 2 more men in hazmat suits, headed back to the area to your north. You can see plumes of flame in that area as well.
I say let's make sure those guys never reach them.
I mean, they kind of already did.
Yeah. But I mean, like, going to wherever they're going.
Alright.
Plus, anybody else in the pack's got objections? Better ideas?
They're shooting flamethrowers over there, man. If it's a kid and a dog, they're toast already.
It's not a fucking kid and a dog.
What other Garu on this fucking island do you know about?
It's
Dante, Dodger.
and Dodger out there.
The fuck did they get themselves into?
Whatever it is, let's get them out.
Alright. Following.
Following, where's who's going where to what? That's a sentence. Fucking
I'm
look out.
going to activate Blur, and I'll lead if you guys can follow. Like, is there a way I can get a path through? Because we don't know where these patches of vines are, right?
Right.
Like, they're pretty much using these cows, at least from my perspective, they're using these cows to kind of find the patches.
that would be a reasonable assessment. I mean, obviously I can't tell you, but that is logical.
So I'd like to activate Blur and find some of the areas that maybe have been scorched, because that's probably where they killed that patch.
Well, the places that, I mean, are actively on fire.
So they're not like
already burned.
Okay.
They
are already burned.
Yeah, they're actively,
being burnt. Okay.
Right. Yep.
All right. So yeah, it's kind of like a minefield. Let's tiptoe through the tulips.
We saw that one guy hop up on that log, so if something starts grabbing at you, get up high.
Yeah.
All
The
right.
scout, lead the way here.
All right. I'll activate Blur and then do the hoppy skippy thing.
I have a question.
Sure.
How are you going to lead them on a safe path if you're blurred?
Okay, no blur. Okay, no blur.
I mean, if you're invisible,
Yeah,
how
you're
can they
right.
follow you?
Yeah.
All right, so you're going to go, and I mean, this is pretty fucking makeshift. So bear with me, right? But y'all being maybe you can, Jesus, though.
Yeah,
Order.
show me everything, please.
So said you want to fold that first?
Shut up.
That, or maybe send a picture over Discord.
That might be the thing, too. Look
I
at
can't see that at all.
Look at you, smart people. Fuck. So, yes, map incoming.
Yep.
Or relative map. It's not fucking... Right?
It's not going to have landmarks and roads listed.
Not at all. It's something I hastily drew up 10 seconds ago.
Okay. I'm guessing the X's are where we are.
Correct.
And what are the the rectangles?
The vans.
I assume?
Yes.
The vans? Okay. So we want to go through the forested areas. Like where the trees
Yes.
are.
And I mean,
Okay.
that whole area, but you see too where the fire is. And again, this is all very makeshift and relative. So fucking...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, yeah, imaginations, folks, but...
Okay. We are using our imagination.
Hooray.
So yeah, we'll head towards the trees and sort of keeping high. So using rocks, logs, whatever to coordinate a pack, create a path through with keeping the fire on one side of us. Does that make sense?
It makes sense,
Okay.
but definitely easier said than done. So let's start with the start. Remind me those perception rolls, your successes. I don't need new ones. We can leave it for the scene. But
I had 3.
I had 5.
3 and 2 5s. That's
5.
correct. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So you can see it seems possible. Various rocks and stuff like that, but a bit precarious. We are going to need a Dex Athlete.
Okay.
And it's going to be, right now a diff 6. But that is subject to change because the forest is on fire.
Yeah. Quick question: with all the hopping between like rocks and logs whenever we can, I'm curious if balance would come into play here, specifically the GIF, since it's climbing and maintaining balance.
You know what? Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Okay. Because it's -3 to climb, auto success on balance.
So let's because it's not climbing.
Yeah.
And I'm not auto letting you get all these rolls. So let's drop the diff by 1 for you.
Okay. That changes it a little bit.
I got 3.
5.
God damn.
5 as well.
I am nimble.
Apparently.
Yep. 5 as well. It would have been 3, but I had 2 5s.
All right. All right, so you're making your way. Obviously, Dave as well. He also gets to roll. You're making your way. It's slow going. Bottom line. Trying to jump from rocks and, trunks and whatever. If we're playing the floor is lava in the middle of the forest while the forest is actually on fire.
Yep.
And I do point out that you are getting closer to the blaze itself. You can hear more screaming in the distance. You focus through some of the plumes of smoke and you see something in further on. A couple of workers struggling with something. It looks like a giant flower. The bulb, walnut shaped and easily the size of a basketball. It's moving. Suddenly the bulb splits open into 4, opening like a mouth only to lunge at one of the men. It clamps down on the man's neck while more vines move to attack the man next to it. It seems that just a touch is enough to bring people down. At least these people. You can hear the screams of pain from the first man. The scent of blood and bile mixing in the air with the smoke and the scent of burning. CJ, give me another Dex Athlete roll.
Okay.
Dave and Cassie, you start moving forward again, effortlessly leaping. Ricochet, it's a close call, but you very carefully managed to keep your composure. CJ?
4.
All right. Then you are completely fine. The smoke gets thicker, but you focus and can still manage to see in the distance. 2 of the men are carrying the wolf, loading it into one of the vans. No sign of the boy.
We don't see Dante yet, so let's take care of the person that we know where they are.
Yeah, witnessing this, Dave growls out and changes trajectory, headed into closer to the vans.
Let's go keep him from being in the back of a van, where there's definitely not free candy.
Would it be better if there was?
No.
All right. It is absolutely fucking chaos out there. The forest is flat out, just full on fire. At least 5 of the men are dead. The smoke is heavily hitting the area. It's getting hard to see. The heat's pretty fucking intense. Shit is aggressively going down right now. Dave bursts out into what we will call the work area. And shifts to Krynos, roaring out and dragging the attention of many of the workers. You see a sick smile grow on the face of the man in the suit. And initiative.
Yep.
Oh, well, hold on. None of you said you were joining in. I apologize. So what are you guys doing?
Joining in.
Okay.
Joining in.
I didn't want to put the words in your mouth.
No, we're there.
What are the chances this is a fucking trap?
Of course it is.
Probably.
Okay, well, as long as we're all in agreement.
It's a trap with now 4 Garu in it, so it's got to be a pretty good trap if it's gonna work.
Yeah, how is it a trap? You got the drop on them, technically.
Yeah.
The smile is what throws me off.
Maybe it's Donovan.
Oh, fuck off. off.
I'll bet you he's got Whiplash's hand.
Oh, son of a... Well played.
It's taped to your missing arm.
Oh my god. Holding the... Yeah, okay, got it.
There's a hand at each end.
7.
9.
8.
This is stupid. That's just going to happen whenever I need it to. I'm not managing 11. Fuck. Nope. They're just going to show up when they need to. Just randomly, you're going to get attacked.
Okay.
What were those numbers, guys?
7. CJ.
9.
Yep.
Yeah, so we 7, 8, 9.
Well, 7, 9, 8.
7, 9, 8.
Yeah. I'm on 8. Ricochet's on 7, and Nightwing is on 9.
Who's on first?
You.
I don't know. No, he's on 3rd. What?
2nd.
There we go. The classics.
It's hard to beat.
Oh, and then Dave. Dave technically is in front of you guys because
First.
he's already there.
Yeah, he showed up first. He gets the drop on him.
Dave runs immediately to one of the vans. Yeah, the one, closest to, he knocks the fucking thing over and immediately starts taking fire. You can see he winces. He staggers a little bit. A quick spray of blood into the air and a growl in anger. And so this becomes CJ.
Okay. How many people are in the clearing with us right now?
It's hard to make out, but with the chaos and the smoke. But it's fair to assume at least 10.
10? Okay.
Or approximately 10 is what we'll say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, gonna go rush any of the guys with the actual, assault rifles that I can see. I'm gonna go rush the first one while calling out Cassie, Ricochet, one of you help Dodger, the other damage control. And yeah, just gonna pop Master of Fire just in case, as going to claw at 2 people, if possible.
There are. Slow down here, Cowpoke.
Sorry.
See what you did there.
Yep.
There are. Oh, I didn't even mean to. That was natural. There's a lot of moving parts to what you're saying.
Yeah. It's basically calling out to them, popping Master of Fire, and just charging the first guy with the assault rifle and whoever might be near him.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong. Number 1 is Master Fire is a passive.
Yeah, I thought it was a passive.
Yeah. No, it's spend a Gnosis and it turns on. It's just flamethrowers are a thing. This is a burning forest.
No, that makes sense. So yeah, Master Fire, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Do remember we are in combat, so you are limited in what you're able to say during a turn, and not have it be that turn.
Okay.
So if you can condense that order into 4 syllables.
Yeah. Trying to think of how to do that other than... Actually, yeah. Cassie, help Dodger.
I mean, that's it.
Yeah, Ricochet's,
There you go.
Ricochet's the Aron. He knows what to do.
Okay. Run that by me one more time. I am sorry.
So-
I need the clear picture without the... It's on me. It's my fault.
All good. It's popping the gift, giving out the order, and just rushing the first guy I can see with the big, scary assault weapon.
All right.
And going for a claw attack against them and whoever might be nearby.
All right. And that's still in Lupus.
Popping rage to go to Krynos, so that's 2 rage
Yeah.
for the extra claw and shift.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, 2. See, this is why I wanted to go over it again.
Yep, thank you for that.
Thank you for making me spend rage.
Oh no, for reminding me. Because it would have been hilarious watching the Lupus try to claw a guy. Versus Krynos.
You know what's going to be really funny is if I make you do another Dex Athlete to see if you get caught by a vine.
I could do it.
Nah, go ahead.
It's like,
Well, like, I really want to, but it's like, no, he'd get his turn out fair and square.
Let's go ahead and first claw attack is... So 4 successes for the hit. That is 6 damage. Thankfully, ones don't subtract. And then for the second claw, only 2.
All right. You leap forward.
6.
Oh, God.
6 for the damage on the second one.
Yeah, my bad. You killed him, so I didn't. So I was jumping the gun because I'm like, it happened. It didn't matter.
Okay.
You got more than enough. All right, yeah. You lunge forward, ripping the first target you see asunder. Your claws going through the hazmat suit and the being inside of it like a hot knife through butter. Jesus. Okay. The next closest of them draws his machete down on you. The visibility so poor he misses entirely. Your claws, in response, ripping into his stomach, though you're not sure the outcome. Cassie, you are up.
Okay. I am going for Dodger. Is someone still holding him?
He has been loaded into the northernmost van already.
All right. I'm still in Lupus. Can I make it to there in this turn?
In Lupus, absolutely.
Okay,
In
so
fact,
I'm going to blur because I want to make it harder for them to hit me as I'm booking it for the northernmost van. And when I get there, I'm going to get Dodger out with rage actions.
Well, first you're spending a rage, first of all, already for blur and then moving.
Okay, well, activating blur would be my action,
Right.
and
then a rage to take...
a rage to move. Yeah, move. And then another rage to get Dodger out.
Well, we don't know what that looks like until you get there.
Yeah,
you
so
will...
I'm gonna hold back a rage action to do whatever I need to do to get there when I get there. Does that make sense?
I mean, yes, but...
Uh-oh.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of moving parts in this. I mean, number one, blur, that's your turn, right? So that's, moving beyond blur, that's a rage point. Once you get there, now I can't tell you because you don't know what you're going to encounter, right? But let's pretend, okay, that that van is completely empty except for a sleeping Dodger.
Probably not, but sure, we'll run with that.
Right, just for the sake of, right? If that's the case, you still have to shift forms again to move him. That's another rage point already. And then the act of moving him is yet an additional rage point. And that's if there's nothing in there except a sleeping wolf.
Okay, so how much rage can I actually spend in a given turn?
Half of your rage, or Jesus Christ. What?
Half stamina.
Half your stamina.
Half my stamina, which I guess it's in my lupus form, right?
Currently, yes.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
that
whatever
means
currently at.
Okay, well, this is going to be tricky. Okay,
Yeah, like I'm not trying to bust your balls. I'm just making this
Yeah,
whole
no,
process
no.
clear because there's, like I said, there's a lot of moving parts to what you're talking.
all right, just let me get there. I think I can spend the 2 rage to get there. Maybe not quite get him out yet, but at least I'm there.
That seems perfectly reasonable to me.
Okay, because that would be the two rage points to be spent. Correct?
It's rounded
All right.
up, right?
Let's round it up. 'Cause
Oh,
I'm
well,
nice.
then I can spend up to 3. So that's still,
But
all right.
still,
yeah. Let me get to Dodger and deal with whatever's at that side.
all right.
Okay. So first for Blur. Oh, no problem. 3 successes for Blur.
All right.
I'm blurry as F. Okay, and then I'm booking it over to the northernmost van.
Which is not even a roll. So you make your way over there, and you see Dodger in the back of the van, and 2 of the men also there.
Are they armed?
Oh, absolutely. They have 2 arms each.
No, I mean, do they have?
No, they absolutely are. They absolutely are armed.
Do I have another action? I guess I don't have another action, do I?
I'm going to say not this turn. However, they can't see you.
All right, so I'm going to
So-
stay put here, and then next action. Bite, bite, bite.
Oh, well, damn it. CJ, roll your soak.
4.
Okay. You can feel some pressure as some bullets strafe across your back. No damage.
Yeah. That feels good.
Got that itch.
Now, Danny.
All right. I'm going to do that ricochet bounce off the tree into Hispo, biting, and then from there...
So you say that ricochet bounce like it's a trademark thing.
Yep.
I think you've done it maybe once.
I'm doing
So
it again.
you need to describe that for the whole world.
From Lupus, running, we're essentially kicking off the tree, shifting into Hispo, and biting. But from there, I am putting myself in between, essentially, the group of guards and that van. Kind of like blocking their view, or even if they're firing.
Well, which van and which group? It's fucking chaos and everything's on fire. What you're doing is a div 15 right now. Come on.
I essentially want to do it so I'm putting myself in between them and that northernmost van. That's just where I want to end up.
Okay. I don't know how realistic that is,
Okay.
but we're going to let you roll this
Okay.
because I'm excited for when you screw up your first roll.
And the whole thing goes down.
Yes. And this all goes fucking pear-shaped when you land in some vines. That's what I'm expecting. I'm excited for it. That is 3 rage though.
Yep.
Okay. 3 rage. This guy's going to lose the wolf tomorrow.
Nope. I'm at 6 perms. And that's, if I'm doing these 3, that actually pops 1 and goes back to 10.
I'll pop it. Now he's got a frenzy because smoke gets in his eye. Which, by the way, has now raised all of your difficulties by 1.
Oh, shit. Okay.
The forest is literally on fire.
Okay.
You are surrounded by fire and smoke.
So the first roll is the Dex Athlete, right?
Mhm.
To bounce.
Yep. And I will point out to you guys that that's only going to get worse, so that difficulty is going to go higher up for everything the longer you're in this environment. Because, you're likely to choke and die.
So now it's a div 7.
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
Gyros still need oxygen, y'all.
Yep.
0, 0, 8. So that's 3.
Oh, fuck. All right. My plan is ruined. You couldn't botch? You jerk.
And then that's the rage point to shift to Hispo.
Mm-hmm.
And then the bite for the closest from whatever tree I just bounced off of.
Yeah, we're gonna pretend you can do this. You picked one.
One. That sucks. It's big. Okay, that does suck. Strength +1.
Plus nothing.
Plus nothing.
But you earn his spell. So.
Yes. 1, 2, 3. 3 damage.
Alright.
Man, this smoke is... Yep.
Shockingly, you rush toward a tree, using it as a springboard. Leaping toward the fray, you manage to sink down on someone, which frankly is already a miracle.
Mm-hmm.
Through the smoke, you still manage to land, your jaws clamping down on the thigh of one of the workers. I mean, you've got him. He's alive, but he screams out, and you can taste the blood forming up in your mouth. Spend a willpower point, because I know you want to, so as not to lose yourself in that moment. Mr. Just Pop the Perm.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Yep. The ricochet bounce.
No one knows what that means but you.
I use it one time.
That's the reason you're in jail right now.
What the hell?
I mean, it could be worked into an interesting pack tactic.
It could be. Okay, Ricochet, Cassie, both of you roll your soak.
One, two, three, 4.
All right, you're fine.
4.
Okay. Both of you feel the impact of gunfire, but nothing. Switch Eclipse! Rings out through the battlefield. The man in the suit slowly makes his way toward Dave. Dave roars out, slashing at some more of the workers. The man in the suit slowly makes his way toward your ally. He reaches into his jacket, pulling out a gun. You can't quite tell through the smoke, obviously. He points, riddling off 3 shots. You hear Dave scream in pain. He falls to the ground, just writhing. CJ?
So that one guy who I stuck my claws in his belly, is he still there?
Yes.
And using the sounds of those gunshots, can I see the guy in the suit? Or do you want me to make a roll for that?
I'm going to make you make a roll for that because of the, because of the smoke.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Remember, keep the diffs up.
Yep. That is 3.
Okay. Yeah, you can see him. You can roundabout find him.
Since he seems to be so calm here, and he seems to be the only one not in a hazmat suit, he just really apparently hurt Dave by Cheddar by the sounds of it. I want to throw the guy on my claws at him before charging at the guy for a bite.
Well, he's got his hands right in him, so...
No, I like it. I like it.
Oh, I can see that, grabbing him by the fucking spinal cord.
Wrong edition.
The difficulty or roll for throwing a body?
Well, yeah, what am I calling a body? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I thought it was a melee weapon. Or was it a club?
Well, not if you throw it.
Good point.
So that will be Dex Firearms. And that's a diff 7.
So 7, I am going to spend a willpower on that.
All right.
And yeah, go for 2 bites just in case.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I don't... Okay. That's fine.
So that's 3 with the willpower. Or 1 bite, bank 1.
Okay. All right. You launch the body in the direction of the man in the suit. He clearly heard this. He clearly heard the screams of your projectile. As he manages to quickly dodge out of the way. Let's roll that bite.
Okay.
Again, make sure we're up in that difficulty for the smoke.
Yep.
That is still 7.
But bite was diff 5, naturally.
Yes. Fucking. So 6.
Yep. Been 6 successes.
Okay.
Let's say aiming to bite onto a leg, if anything.
Oh, don't give an aimed attack. That raises the difficulty.
Oh. Oh.
Aimed attacks are a standard 8, sir.
Oh, okay.
So I will pretend I didn't hear that.
Okay. Thank
That
you.
shit will be a 9 with the smoke. Are you kidding me?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Well, with the number of dice, that's not looking too bad. 8 damage.
Jesus.
I'll accept.
Yeah.
You bite down on his thigh. And I swear you feel a tooth crack.
Okay, I'm happy I banked that 1 rage now.
And that's all I'm going to give you because of the poor visibility.
Yep.
You did damage and wouldn't know 6. There's another burst of gunfire. Another burst of gunfire. It goes out through the crowd. You hear a human scream. And ricochet. Take an ag as a bullet goes through your right haunch. It's like right through the fucking thigh, man. Silver.
I figured when she said egg.
Yeah. So, you know, make it clear. Cassie.
Okay, so I have 2 and Dodger, right?
Mm-hmm.
I am going to bite 1. Yeah, I'm going to bite 1, and I'm going to spend a rage. Actually, I'm going to have to pop a permanent. Yeah, so I'm going to bank 1 to dodge and make 2 bite attacks. And then, yeah, pop a perm.
Please say that again.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
So I'm going to have to pop a perm because I only have 2, I have 3 rage left.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like to bite on my first attack, bite the other guy on my second attack, and bank 1 for a dodge.
Okay.
Does that make sense? But I'm going to need to pop the perm because, yeah, I'm going to be running out of rage.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah, no, that works.
All right. So it's Dex plus... So my first bite attack is... I'm looking for sixes? Right?
Yeah.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Damn that too.
All right, you lunge at one of the targets. Taking a chunk on we'll call it the shoulder because they're fucking like you don't have a whole lot of options here.
Okay. So that's strength plus 1. Yeah, I dropped the ball on the strength plus 1. Any additional?
Oh.
Don't
Any additional for damage?
Well, it was how many successes again?
5 or 6, I can't remember. 5? I want to say 5.
Well, so it's strength plus 1 plus 4.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah. So where are we in the roll on that damage?
6 successes.
All right. Oh, I gotta roll the fucking for the other guy. All right, because I capped the full on to being distracted. That was on the second target or a second bite on the first.
That's
target?
the first target, and then my first rage action is to attack the second target.
See, I thought you were rolling your second action. That's on me. That's my bad then. I already had that recorded. Well, shit. I actually was on the ball. Sort of.
Right, did you want me to roll the second target now?
Yeah, no, I'm totally ready for that. Yeah, I thought you had. That's on me.
No problem. Ugh, that's not so great. 3 successes.
Yeah.
Strength.
Yep. So strength plus 2 plus 1.
Better damage wise. 6. So it's 6 and 6. 6 on the first, 6 on the second.
All right. You lunge into the van, ripping into the shoulder of your first target. Suddenly appearing before them, they scream, one in pain and both in being freaked out. As you immediately turn and sink your teeth into the shoulder, neck area of the second. The blood squirts into your mouth. It tastes very yummy and of pennies.
Yummy.
I also would spend a willpower to not... Maybe.
That I can do.
All right, that's probably a good idea.
Done.
Ricochet, Nightfang, give me perception rolls. This is now a div 8.
Okay.
Two.
3.
Okay. Nightfang, you can barely make out in the distance a couple more men carrying a little boy. A boy. I didn't say a little boy. They're fairly deep in the fire. You see them drop the body and run away. Meanwhile, the man in the suit looks fairly unimpressed. He points his gun at you and fires off 2 rounds.
Gonna use that bank rage to try hopping out of the way.
All right. Dex Athlet Div 8.
Okay. Sure.
You have to beat a 5.
It's possible. Not likely, but possible. Fuck you, 1. 4. Would have been 5.
Well, I will let you luck out and dodge one of the bullets. The other one, however, hits you directly in the kneecap. That's going to be 4 ag.
Okay.
Your knee is fucked, sir.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Fuck. The man walks on. Your turn, Ricochet.
I guess it depends on what's around me.
I'll let you do another roll.
Perception awareness?
Yeah. Is a reflexive. Yeah, go ahead. And, again, mind the difficult. Yep.
2.
All right. I'll give it to you. You also saw with the body. And you see that the man in the suit seems to be walking toward the van that Dodger was loaded into.
Am I closer to the van or closer to the body they dropped?
I'm going to say equidistant.
Okay. I'm going to head towards Dante, or what I think is Dante.
Thank you.
Yep. And call out, Cassie, watch your back.
No, you didn't.
Okay. Cassie, watch out.
That checks.
Yep. Cassie heads up.
Either way. You got it. You made it.
Yep.
You made your fucking quota. Yeah. Didn't do good. See? Like that.
Thanks. Yeah, that's the turn as I head that way towards him.
I mean, you can get there. So you rush your way over to what you think you saw. And only to find Dante's badly burned unconscious body. Unconscious body. He has no conscience either. It's fucking Cricket stole it.
And I should have said it already, sorry. And I was going to bang a rage, just in case.
Alright.
At that point, I'm like kind of just standing over to protect him.
Edie is in the fire.
Let's see. Cassie's in the back of the van,
Uh-huh.
so she ain't getting hit. Danny, take another one. You caught a slug in the forearm. Dave, however, yelps out again. 3 in the forearm to shoulder. He is a bloody fucking mess right now. Nightfang, the man that you threw at the man in the suit, is bleeding out before you. You hear him gasp his last fucking breath. In the distance, you can hear screams of other humans. Fucking emulated, rolling on the ground, doing their best. The smoke is getting thicker and thicker. You start to choke. It's getting harder to breathe.
Mm-hmm.
And your turn, CJ.
Okay. Plan is calling out Brick, Cass, grab, go. Going to try and do 2 claws into the back of the guy. Grab Dodger and grab Dave and start trying to run. Pop to perm, by the way, for rage.
Jesus.
'Cause I have a
Go on, because you have a lot.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was because I know I was going to have to since I was out of temporary.
Run that by me again, because I wasn't counting your rage points.
It was do the call out, take 2 swipes at the guy, grab Dodger, start running. Or not Dodger, Dave. Cheddar.
Can you do 4?
Oh, I thought it was 3, so never mind, just 1 call attack then. I could do 3.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So that good, or...
Yeah, no, yeah, go.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
No, you're good.
Still diff 8, or has it gone up again?
We'll make it... Was it diff 8 for you last turn?
It was diff 7. I assume diff 8 for this.
So this is diff 8, and then it... Yeah.
So that's...
This is the last of those.
Yeah. So that is 2 successes. And damage stays base diff, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. Okay, I thought that was going to be a lot worse of a roll, but that turned out pretty well. 8 damage.
Shit. You swing at the man in the suit's back. You can feel cutting flesh, but it's something else. Is it bone? Is it metal? You can't tell. It's something.
Mm-hmm.
Your claws scrape more than they dig in. Again, through the visibility, you can't quite tell what's going on. But, you hit him.
Yeah.
He's just not reacting like he's supposed to. Or as if you'd hoped.
Yeah. More ticks in the weird column.
Imagine that.
Uh-huh.
All right, keep going, sir.
Yeah, then it was, since he was running in the direction of Cheddar, was that drive-by claw, grab Cheddar, and just start trying to haul him out of here.
All right. Let's do a strength athletics.
Okay.
Cool.
Base diff or diff 6? Or diff 8?
We'll call that a 6 because it's...
Okay.
Yeah. It's lifting and moving.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure. That is 6. It's almost as if that thing's built for strength-related stuff. 6 for the strength roll.
Damage?
No, he's carrying.
Oh.
Yeah. It was 6 successes. 2 were 10s.
You run up to Cheddar and punch him in the face mercilessly until he stops breathing. Now he's easier to carry that he's in Hamid form.
I'm hoping he gets the hint at some point.
All right, yeah, you run up, grabbing Dave, taking him, grabbing him under the arms.
Mm-hmm.
You start to drag him off. He's still with it, but only barely.
Yeah.
He shifts down to Glabro, making life a little easier for you. Remember, you are also
very hurt.
Yes. What with that kneecap, that ain't so much anymore. So you're limping at best, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this is Cassie.
Okay. First of all, I'm going to finish off these 2 guys in the back of the van. Like, these guys are annoying me. Their very presence just pisses me off. So I'm going to finish them off.
Sounds like a plan.
And then, you know what? That guy in the suit, he needs to go. So Cassie is going to charge straight at him, full Krynos, claws, teeth, whatever. Just fuck everybody up.
Sounds good.
Okay. So that's what, 3 rage, I want to say?
2. Well, I guess 3, because
right.
shift to Krynos. Duh.
Right. Okay.
You were on the ball.
So what do you want me to roll for the first one? So just strength plus claws?
To finish them off, that's a standard dex brawl. I'm assuming.
Dex brawl. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Alrighty. And let's do both at once. It'll be more cinematic that way.
Okay.
That's cool.
1, 2, 3, 4 on the first one. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the second one.
All right, and that's damage for both.
Yes. Yeah, so
Okay.
4 and 5.
All right, double checking. All right. Furious and sensing the impending danger the danger in this situation, you're done screwing around. Shifting to Krynos, you take a single swipe across the van, cutting the heads off both of the men in back. You take a quick note, seeing that Dodger is in fact breathing, and shut the rear doors to the van to help preserve that air as you.
Yep. Shift to Krynos and charge right at the man in the suit
All right.
with claw attack.
Okay. Give it a roll.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I'm looking for 8s, right? The difficulty's higher?
Yes.
Yeah, so...
And that's just a hit. That's not on damage.
Yeah, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 to hit.
All right.
So that's strength plus 6 total.
Strength plus 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8.
Damn.
We want the suit guy done.
I really want this dude down.
You reach back, full force, giving all of your might, putting all of your weight into this claw. You rake down, shoulder to waist, some of his blood splashing across your face. You could see, again, it doesn't feel right. There's something wrong. It's like your claws are scraping on something. It's like bone. It's not bone. It's like an insect's carapace. You could see it. Metallic blues and blacks, the sheen. Like an exoskeleton just under the skin. The man in the suit growls. I think you bit off more than you could chew, little puppy. You hear snapping of bones, ripping of fabric. It happens all too fast. A scorpion-like tail shooting out from the back of this man, this creature. The stinger wraps around, hitting you in the back of the neck. Roll your soak.
3 successes.
Take 3 lethal.
Okay.
You feel the pain. It hurts. It hurts. But you're angry more than anything. And then you smell burning. Like an acid. You don't feel it at first, and then the pain. You feel the burn shoot from the back of your neck all the way through your body. The smell of burning flesh. Burning hair. Everything hurts. You start to lose control. The poison pumps through your veins, burning you from the inside out. 7 ag. Cassie convulses, opening her mouth in a roar, fierce and defiant, her eyes locked with the opponent. But simple pink fluid flowing through her mouth. The tail withdraws, and Cassie lands on the ground. What's left of her body shifting to the Hamid form. The man in the suit adjusts his tie and climbs into the van, only to begin driving away. The two of you see this through the smoke, through the haze, through the fire that's burning through your lungs right now. The fire rages much like the fire in your hearts. A packmate saved at the cost of one of your own. The enemies that live still flee through the thick smoke, and you and your allies bloodied and broken. You manage to retreat through the chaos, to get away to the shore, to the water, but only barely. Bleeding out, in pain, both physically and emotionally. The battle may be lost, but the pangs of vengeance burn brightly inside you. The war has just begun. And there we go. A bit of a somber ending this time for more than one reason. This is Melissa's last game with us, unfortunately. So we wanted to make sure she went out in a meaningful way and with a blaze of glory. And hopefully I did you justice here, Mel.
Absolutely. I couldn't have asked for a better ending to a rather troubled character from the beginning to the end.
And certainly I think, her legacy will live on this way. There's going to be justice for Cassie, I think.
I will be listening with bated breath to see what happens next.
And unfortunately, normally this would be the start of a new character, but unfortunately, that's not the case this time. Mel is, I put words in your mouth. You go ahead.
Yeah, I had to make the difficult and heartbreaking decision to leave the game because of just so much stuff on my plate right now. I'm very much going to miss role playing with CJ and Danny and Tom and experiencing the storytelling skills of Porter. It's even now I'm getting all emotional because I really don't want to have made this decision, but it was just such a difficult one. And I'm going to miss this so much, but I will be listening to every single episode.
Fucking, I hope so. Shit.
Well, I listen to every episode anyways, but I had to make a very difficult choice for my own well-being, and unfortunately something had to give, and this is it.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely understand. We don't love it, but we get it, and we're still here, and you'll still be in the Discord, and I mean, we'll see you. We'll talk to you tomorrow, probably.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So like for us, it's
you can't get rid of me that easily,
right? Like it sucks you're not going to be in the game anymore, but you're still here. You didn't die for real.
Nope.
Which is nice. Which is nice. We like that.
I'm really gonna miss playing with you guys.
Yeah, but see, now you can bug me for spoilers, and I can tell you.
Yes, so there's a perk here, and I can, taunt, Danny. I know something you don't know.
Oh, that's fun to do anyway. Like the difference between white and orange, for example. There's a callback that's not going to air. I don't even think it was recorded. No, but, it sucks to see you go, but, there's going to be a legacy there for Cassie. Vengeance will be had. And, thank you for joining us. I mean, it wasn't as long as we would have liked, but thanks for being with us here.
I loved every minute. I really did. And, I'm totally going to miss this game. It's playing with a group of great people, and I'm going to really miss it.
Yeah. We love you, Mel. And, I mean, I know this is the end of Cassie, but it's, I'm glad that it's not the end of you. And like I said, we'll probably talk to you tomorrow.
Oh, for sure. And, yep, I will be cluttering up your Discord left, right, and center. I still run my game on your Discord, so yay.
That's true. And we hope the rest of you come back next week, obviously. This is not the end, and it's a brand new day for the Dream Chasers, and we're going to see how that shakes out. What do you think, guys?
I'm excited to see what happens, but I'm sad to see you go, Mel.
Yeah. It's been really, really fun playing with you. It sucks that you can't keep doing it. But hey, went out with style, and Night Thing now gets to go through his revenge arc.
Well, there you go. She made her peace with her pack mates at last.
Went down a fighter, went down defiant. And that will do it for us. So we will see you next time. On behalf of all of us here, the Dream Chasers Pack, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, floss sharp, head in a swivel. We'll see you.